Let's see. It says it's recording. I feel like a special person. All right. I'm going to come here. Hello, everybody. This is technically session 1 of YAAS Sidetracks, in which we are playing Star Trek Adventures. We did our session 0.5. The reason we called it that is we already had our session 0 talking about character creation, but our session 0.5 was us kind of getting used to the mechanics of the game and talking about momentum and threat and all that good stuff, and doing some practice rolls and doing a little bit of RP to kind of get ourselves into Star Trek Adventures mode. Speaking of Star Trek Adventures, do not expect a very close adherence to the Star Trek Adventures rules, because I don't care that much about all of the mechanics. 2 D20s and multiple D20s are using threat and momentum. We might not be doing it right. Don't come for us. You know why? Because this game is about telling stories, and that's what we're doing. So, also, we're not in Starfleet. This crew that is getting together is not in Starfleet. They are not actually a member of... Nobody is in Starfleet or the Federation or the Romulan, or the Klingon Alliance, Klingon Empire, none of that. This group are in fact members of the Maquis. So we're going to go punch some space fascists and not adhere to the rules of Federation Society anyway. So, also not adhering to the rules of Star Trek Adventures. We're playing fast and loose with interstellar law and the mechanics of this game. Okay.
We are playing by rule of cool, okay?
Yeah, we are very much doing rule of cool. We want to tell some fun stories with some fun people about punching space fascists and all that good stuff. So, to do that, the crew will be introducing themselves as their human people and then their Star Trek counterparts. So Ari, because for me it goes Ari, Amelie, Janaya, and then Pax. So Ari, if you want to go first.
I'm Ari. I am a human, still technically. What's up? I use female pronouns. I'm playing Ambara Eiler, who is a Bajoran survivor of the Cardassian occupation. And she's mad about it. She wants to punch some space Nazis real bad. Also, she, her pronouns. She wants to hit things. It's what she's here for.
All right. Amelie.
Hey, y'all. I'm Amelie. I use they, them pronouns. I don't really, resonate as being human, but, sure, why not? And I'm on paper as human. But I am playing Tezlon, he, him, and he is a Trill who is a Starfleet doctor who is currently missing in action to help out the Maquis.
Janaya, who's like that for me.
Hey there, my name is Janaya. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing June Clark, who is a human, also uses she, her pronouns, and she is the ship's engineer and one of the 2 permanent crew members in the cast. She grew up on the frontier world and really hates the Cardassians on account of the whole ceding the colony to them thing.
Pax, you're right there for me. You're on that side.
Hey, y'all. I'm Pax. I use she, they pronouns. You can use whatever you feel from me. It's fine. I'm playing Anbara Tok, son of Korath, a big, beautiful gay bear Klingon who joined the Maquis to get vengeance for the death of his husband, Ambara Wren, brother of Ambara Eiler. So, wherever you are, Ari's character is my beloved sister-in-law, but blood as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to be driving it like I stole it, because I did.
Technically, yes, you guys did steal this. I'm Sarah. We're going to use the term... we're going to use the term storyteller instead of DM, because there's really no dungeons. This is a ST, or storyteller. It also stands for Star Trek. I use she, her pronouns, but I will be using multiple pronouns for all of the NPCs that I'll be playing. Who knows what they're going to end up being? I have 4 NPCs that I actually have pronouns chosen for. The rest of them, who knows? It's going to be... It's space. So there's pronouns you guys have never even heard of out there. Because there's planets and worlds that have more genders than you can throw multiple sticks at. So we're going to have fun with that. So we did a session 0.5 in which we are introduced sort of to the characters. Eiler and Teslin were kind of waiting for the ship that they were assigned to show up. Eiler had a very interesting...
we really hit it off.
Yeah. And then
I would say that Talk and I hit it off more.
yes, because
Fair.
once Talk and June come out of once the ship is docked, Talk nearly form tackles Eiler into a hug, and then definitely knocked Teslin on the ground for upsetting June for particular reasons. The crew of the Wren, that is the name of the ship. It is a Maquis Raider. It is a former Federation ship that they have taken and retrofit and made to do things. So that's why we say drive it like you stole it, because it was stolen from the Federation. So Talk and June are given about 8 hours of shore leave onto this kind of Maquis colony area, Maquis outpost, and but Eiler and Teslin have been called into the... She doesn't really like to use the word captain because it's not... It's this loose confederation of people on this ship, so she's just kind of like, she's commander, captain, whatever term works best. Talon. She is a Vulcan. And she has asked Eiler and Teslin and 2 other people that were waiting for this ship to show up. It is there is another Bajoran, and there is a human who looks human to your naked eye, but things might be a little off. And you have been asked into her office, her quarters on the Wren. So as we start this particular session, Teslin and Eiler are in the off ship's office, because it's a small ship, tiny, right off the bridge. And Talon sits behind her desk, which is basically like, you know, those her desk. It's like one of those rolly, what it looks like those like laptop carts. That's about this big that you can fit like a laptop on. That's her desk, because this office is used for so many different things that, because it's a small ship and things have to be used differently and everything has to be kind of portable, she kind of has like a rolling cart that she pulls over and it's got a pad on. And she sits down at a chair and she just looks at all 4 of you and she's like, okay. So, and she looks at you, Eiler, and goes, Eiler.
Ma'am.
Heard of you. Heard you do good work.
Well, so Talk?
Mostly, yeah. Talks about you a lot. Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, he's real proud of you.
I'll take it.
The rest of you, all I have is information on you that I was given. Looks over at the other Bajoran and says, all right, excuse me, this is Sarah, I have to sneeze. Excuse me.
Bless you, Captain.
Thank you. She looks at the 4 of you and she goes, you've all been tasked with coming with us for particular reasons. She looks at the other Bajoran, she goes, we have a scientist. She looks at Teslin and goes, we have a doctor. She looks at the human and goes, we have a sniper. And then she looks at Eiler and goes, and we have a gorilla. You're all here for very specific purposes, which will be explained later, once we have everybody back on the ship. But just know that I'll do my utmost not to get you killed. That is my job, to tell you what to do, keep you alive, and we'll do what I can to... I'll keep you alive, you keep me alive. Solid?
Fair enough.
All right.
Solid.
Cool. Oh, that's hard to say. Teslin, you probably want to see the sick bay, right?
Yes, I do have some instruments of my own, but I would like to do an inventory of what I have available.
It's not a lot. You'll find out why once everybody gets back on the ship and I tell you about our mission. Our med bay is not big. It's kind of a med closet, but we do what we can. And then she pushes a button and she's like, Thetis, to my office, please. And a Rysian woman, dark skin, long, dark hair that is in multiple braids. And she does have the Rysian, like the little symbol on her forehead. And she comes in and she's like, and Talon goes, show these people to their, to the bunks. And she looks as you are walking away, Tesla, and she goes, Starfleet. She's just like,
yes?
You might find this, sleeping situation a little bit less cushy than you're used to.
I'll be fine.
And Thetis kind of laughs, and Thetis is like, okay. Well, thanks, Captain. And Talon goes, kind of grunts, and you guys walk out of the door, and Thetis is like, oh, hi, I'm Thetis. I'm the communications officer. But we don't really have officers, but that's my job. I'm going to take you to the bunks, and that's what they are. And so it's a very short walk, because this is a very small ship. And she goes, and you open it, and there's like 2 rooms where there's like 12 literal bunk beds or 6 literal bunk beds in each room. And she goes, grab a bunk that hasn't been taken yet. And it's like, there's like a bunk bed, and then next to it it's one of those like where the beds are like in the kind of wall, and next to it is where there's like a little closet, and so you can see like what bunks have been taken because names have been written down. It's a little bit like a capsule hotel kind of thing. And so she's like, just don't take anybody else's bunk, and we'll be fine. These are up to you.
Teslin's looking for a bottom bunk, mostly because he wants to be able to roll out of bed and get to the med bay as quickly as possible without twisting an ankle. Okay.
Yeah, top-bottom bunks are easy to find for both, for everybody. The Abajoran and the human, the other Abajoran and the human have gone to the other room, have gotten bunks there. We'll deal with them later.
Isla is specifically going to get closest bunk to a door that she can.
Okay.
On a top bunk, because rolling out of bed's important, but also if anyone, I'm losing words, storms the ship.
Yeah.
At least she can spring from above.
Yes. Tactical reasons. The Thetis is like, well, so welcome to the Wren. You have there's nothing on the ship that is off limits, except I'm sure June would pretty much appreciate if you do not go into engineering, because she doesn't want you to break her shit. So, you're more than welcome to go there. Just do it at your own risk. So, welcome to the Wren. Welcome to, for some of you, welcome to the Maquis, because you've never done anything with us before. And, make yourselves at home. And she leaves. She's just like, okay, we're done. And you guys, Teslin and you are all, and Eiler, you are both on your own to explore the ship. I can still hear you. I'm gonna go stir my food, so I can hear you. So keep talking.
I call after Thetis. I was like, wait, I need the med bay. Cool.
It's not that big a ship, kid. We'll find it.
Not a kid. Okay, yeah, let's. And I store my bag with the rifle in it securely in my bunk area, and I've got my bag with everything else in it, including all of my med supplies. And I want to go find the med bay.
It's like a deck down because again, very small ship. So you go find the med bay. It's like one bio bed. It's essentially the size of a large walk-in closet. You can tell this ship was not built for having lots of people on it, and you have one bio bed and a few, like, there's some scanners and stuff, and you are not overly impressed by the materials that you were given to work with, let's say.
I go and I'm like checking in on like what is available and seeing like if, because like what I was able to bring a med kit from Starfleet, and it had some surgery tools, a couple other things, and so like I'm just like comparing what I have to what's in the med bay, kind of switching things out. I'm seeing what can be hooked up to connect with my glasses for readout and that sort of.
Okay. Eiler, are you going with Teslin, or are you just kind of wandering around the ship on your...
I'll follow him just so I know exactly where it is, but I'm not hanging out for inventory. I'll just exploring.
Okay. Actually, at this point, we're going to switch to the people who are on shore leave. We're going to switch to Talk and June. You guys have just gotten back from a fairly routine kind of raid on some Cardassian ships. So you guys were doing some hunting, seeking, and then you're back. You're in a Maquis outpost, as much as it can be. There's just like a small little area. There's like it's just imagine like Wagon Train in space, where it's like a frontier town with like a bar, a tavern, an inn, and like a general goods store. Essentially, is what's here. There's a few people with some farms and things like that. So you guys have given shore leave, but you also have just had that tense moment in which Talk has punched the new Trill because he upset June. So you guys are, if you guys want to stay together, if you guys want to go get a drink, you want to go do something, it's up to you. June and Talk, the time you have on this outpost is your own.
You know, I don't know about you, but I could kind of use a drink right now.
Yes, I was going to say we should go dance. I think this is dancing time.
Dancing time?
Yeah. You're a little shaken. I think dancing, good loud music, good drinks.
Okay,
I think that'd be good.
I think that would be good. I can live with that.
You find your way.
Thanks for... Oh, yeah.
I was saying, you guys are.
Thanks for standing up for me, then.
Oh, always. Of course.
Yeah.
I thought he'd done something to upset you. He had a very punchable face anyway.
I mean, a little bit, yeah. Not his fault, though, but I don't know. It's just...
It's true.
I'm okay. I do appreciate it, but I'm really okay.
Yeah. You'll be fine. We'll go. We'll have a drink, a good drink. We'll dance. You'll feel better.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, so
you guys
storyteller.
You guys make your way to the bar. There aren't many Klingons in, I don't know what Talk's drink of choice is, if he's a blood wine man or if he prefers other imbibements of other... There aren't very many Klingons in the Maquis in this area, so finding blood wine for you is a rare, rare treat. If that is something you're looking for, you might have to go for a Bajoran, Earth, Vulcan, Andorian drink because, you know... They make a fairly decent rack to Gino if you want some coffee.
I'd probably look at what they have of Bajoran. If I know they're not gonna have a Klingon drink, my next choice would be a Bajoran.
Oh, they'll have a
drink.
Bajoran spring wine. Oh yeah, they'll definitely have Bajoran spring wine.
Yeah, that I'd get.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Although, really, I just wanna know if they got those sick beats dropping here.
It's less of a sick beat and more of just a din. There's a jukebox that you can go select your beats on.
Absolutely,
there's a
yes.
hollow jukebox that you can go choose what they want. Again, not very many Klingon selections, but you know.
Oh, but hold on. Can I roll a perception check?
Okay, what are you trying to perceive?
I'm perceiving if they happen to have any Klingon opera on the jukebox.
Make a make a insight engineering roll. Sure, why not? Because you're working with a computer.
So I roll it. Because it's our first roll this episode. I roll it.
And it's a challenge of just one. So if you get one success, you've found one Klingon opera. So you roll 2d20s. What is your insight?
My insight is 9.
And what is your engineering?
3.
So 12 is the number. You're trying to get a 12 or lower. If you get a 12 or lower, that's a success. If you get a 1, that's a critical, so that's a double success. So you're trying to roll...
So I rolled...
2d20s, and you're trying to get, because the challenge is only 1, it's a very basic skill test. You're trying to get at least one number of 12 or lower to succeed.
Great. I got an 11 and an 18, so I did succeed.
Yes. It takes some time, and you find that they have mislabeled this Klingon opera. Because
this is a great shame.
Translating it from Klingon into like a common, like the spelling, and it's a little bit off. They used a Q... and it's supposed like as the thing, and that's not how it's supposed to actually go, and it's just all messed up. But you do find one piece of Klingon opera, and it does happen to be one of the more like lively pieces. It's more of a Gilbert and Sullivan operetta, like operetto, as opposed to an opera. So it's not Deflator Mouse. It's we're not talking about the magic flute. It's the Mikado. It's essentially
June!
a Klingon version
June!
of the Mikado.
Yeah?
Look! When I performed this one, I brought the house down. June, will you dance with me?
Wait, do you mean literally or figuratively?
That is a fine joke, June. I'm glad you're feeling better.
And June's
I
face
am.
is like...
I'd love to dance with you.
June's face is very much like,
okay, so
really would like to know if you actually destroyed the place that you were performing in.
And I demur.
With Klingon opera.
Do you need a drink first, or are you ready to dance?
I'm all right. I don't need the drink right away. All right, so I get up and walk over to talk.
Okay, I put whatever currency credits I need to put into this machine to make it do.
There's no
my Klingon, not thy flower mouse.
Klingon the Mikados playing right now, you guys.
We are dancing. So would that be a fitness check?
There is no check for this, unless actually
I don't know. My fitness is only 7.
Actually,
June is
there's no check for talk. There might be a check for June if June is trying to keep up with talk. That's the thing. Because talk goes in this vigorously.
What is what should I roll?
Fitness, security,
or presence.
No, fitness, security. Because when talk starts going, fists start flying.
How many D20s?
You roll 2 D20s unless you have a particular talent or focus that
I
give you.
do not.
Okay.
I have fitness of 7 and security of 4, so my target is 11.
You trying to get 11 or 11?
I have 1 success.
Okay, that's all you needed. You managed to dodge Talk's punches and kicks as far as Klingon dancing is concerned.
Okay, and I ask, June, can I lift you into the air?
I think that would be a bad idea.
I respect your boundaries. I
appreciate it.
It's like Klingon, punk, mosh pit dancing.
And I'm singing
with
along.
Mikado.
I'm singing so loud. I'm like howling it. And you can tell, like, I'm good. This is not
I'm
my
just
first.
Oh, yeah.
kind of keeping up, but mostly just enjoying this. Like, it's clear that I've gotten used to this dynamic where I'm just kind of along for the ride.
After
We
the
haven't
song-
even had a drink yet. That's how
Yeah.
fun we are.
Right.
After the song ends, there's a few people in the bar. They're just kind of give Talk a slow clap, but you can tell they're just kind of like being a little bit facetious about it. Like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
woo, well done. You guys do have some sort of.
You have received today for free that which others have paid many credits for. You should have gratitude in your heart, for today you have experienced the greatness that is Talk, son of Korath.
They're like, they don't care. They're just. This is a hard Scrabble group of people, and they're more concerned about the liquor they can get in their bodies. And because this is the Maquis, this is not synthol. This is real alcohol.
Ooh, fancy.
And you guys do
From
have,
real rotten stuff.
yeah, this is real fermented stuff. You guys do have communicators, and you guys both hear, you hear Talk. Your communicator kind of goes off. Talk, June, can we have you back at the ship,
Yes.
please?
Yeah,
Sorry to
we're
cut
on
your
our
short
way.
Sorry to cut your short leave, but yeah.
Can I bring you a drink?
It's the captain, and she's like, no, I'm good.
Okay. We will return someday. Next time, you will be prepared for this greatness.
I'm gonna quickly put down whatever money I need to get a cheap bottle of something. June grew up in the frontier world. They just made whatever bullshit they could. She's not
yeah.
picky.
You're getting like the whatever equivalent of like corn mash liquor.
Wild turkey. I'm getting the
yeah,
equivalent of
yeah.
wild turkey here.
You're getting actual
feel like
Mountain Dew.
I was thinking it was like the vaguely apple pie flavored moonshine.
Oh, no.
It's like they just,
I've had
they
that
disguise,
before.
They disguise the liquor flavor with a lot of spices. Like it's
Okay.
like if you, it's a lot, but it's cheap and it'll get you turned. Let me tell you.
Nice.
All
So
right.
credits,
I'm putting that on my inventory.
Yes, do it. Some sort
I
of
think I'm
liquor.
discovering Talk's not much of a drinker.
Okay,
so
totally makes
really
sense.
not feeling any
He can
inclination.
be like Worf.
Keep a clear head.
He can be a prune juice man. If that's you guys, June and Talk come back onto the ship, and Thetis actually comes and finds both all of the new people, and then you are all resummoned back to the captain's office. And the six of you. It's been a few hours that you guys have been off ship and kind of moving around and finding stuff, and you're back in the captain's office. And now all six of you are sitting in front of her, and she goes,
Can we fit?
It's a lot. The taller people have to stand in back. So
I salute it, Eiler.
yeah, Eiler is definitely in front, in the front row of this, because Eiler is not tall. And Talon kind of looks at you all and goes, June, Talk, and the new folks to the crew. I've brought you in here because it's time for you to know what we're doing. June, you've done a great job with the retrofits to the Wren, but we might have to ask you to de-retrofit some things. And I'll explain in a minute. I'll explain now, actually. Our task is to raid and liberate medical supplies from Antioch Station. This is a Federation outpost on Colus 4, a small M-class planet just on the Federation side of the Badlands, on the Federation side of the demilitarized zone. It is not a Starfleet outpost, it is a Federation outpost, but we expect there to be some Starfleet personnel there. We are to liberate these medical supplies and really anything else we can find, bring them upon the Wren, and they will be delivered to Maquis families, outposts, colonies throughout the demilitarized zone. That's why we might
quick.
Yes,
Oh,
June.
sorry.
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say, out of character question.
Yeah.
This ship, do we have a shuttle, a transporter? What do we have as
You
far
have
as
a
like getting down to
transporter.
the planet?
You have a transporter. You have one. You have one little. It's like a transporter closet. No shuttle because it wouldn't be big enough. The ship isn't big enough to have a shuttle on it. So you guys do have a transporter.
Okay, that's what I thought. And is the Wren capable of atmospheric flight or no?
Yes, Wren is.
Okay.
It is small enough to. It's like you're landed on a planet right now. It is itself small enough to go, because that's the reason why you don't need a shuttle, is because you can land, because you are a small enough ship to do that.
Sweet.
But that's what she's like. So, June, all the painting and kind of the extra stuff we put on the hull might have to be done.
Okay.
That way, we might look a little bit more like the Federation ship it once was.
So we're pretending to be Federation.
Yes, a little bit. That's
okay.
I don't like it very much either, but we got to do what we got to do. And then she looks at Eiler and goes, "I heard you had some experience with infiltration and espionage. That's why
Once
you were
or
brought
twice.
on." And looks at you, Teslin, and goes, "You're here to make sure we get what we need. You're here not only to become the new doctor for the Wren, but to make sure that the things that we grab are the things that are needed most."
Do we have a list, or do I need to come up with this list?
There's no list. We have no idea what's there. All we know is that there was a drop of medical supplies that was done 2 days ago. So we know medical supplies are there. We do not know what they are. It's going to be your job when you get in there to get what we need.
And have it. And take a good guess, but I'll do my. I gotcha.
A quick question, Captain.
Yeah.
The non-standard, non-cosmetic upgrades that we made to the ship, we can keep those, right?
We just need to make sure that if we are seeing no extraneous cannons or guns that may or may not have been mounted to the hull don't look like they exist.
Okay, so hide the guns and paint the ship really ugly. Got it.
Basically, yeah. Talk.
Yes.
You will be hopefully flying in there. It's not going to be very difficult, but we might need a quick exit. It's
awesome.
Possible, depending on how good our ground team is, that we have to make a quick getaway.
Will Eiler be on the ground team?
Eiler will be leading the ground team.
And the ground team will be most excellent.
What he said.
And you see,
I give it air 5 to Eiler.
Yeah. The human's like, the human is sorry, Commander. So this tiny Bajoran here is going to be leading the ground team. What am I supposed to be here for then? And the captain looks at him and goes, or looks at them and just kind of goes, "They're the leader. You're the muscle." And this other human just kind of shrugs and is like, "All right," and starts to kind of like shake, like just starts kind of doing this. Looks at you, Eiler, and is kind of like, "All right," and kind of has that like, "I don't really believe it, but we'll see how it goes." And this other Bajoran just kind of goes, "Then why was I requested? Because I mean, the doctor is right here," and the captain is kind of like, "You are a scientist, yeah?" And he's like, "Yes, yeah, I'm a scientist. I do medical research and stuff like that, but mostly my job. I did a lot of herbal." And they're like, she's like, "That's the point. We're gonna be on the surface. If you can find anything on this planet that could be of use to us, herbs, roots, sticks, I don't care." And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. All right, cool. So, and also she's like, you're going to be here to help with the science as well. He's like, gotcha. Yeah, cool. All right. Hi. And he just kind of starts introducing himself. He goes, hi, I'm Aram Jal. Call me Jal. And the captain's just kind of like, oh my God. He's like, nice to meet everybody. I'm Aram Jal. Yes, hello. And you did notice when he was walking on, he did bring like a small little like hydroponics terrarium thing with him. And that's like one of his like personal items that he brought because he's very much into botany and things. So he's got like his own personal like little herb garden basically. And he's like, nice to meet everybody. Great to be working with you. Yes. Mm-hmm. I hope you know, I'm Aram Jal. I use he, him pronouns, and I am not good at most things. I'm not good at throwing punches or shooting things. I can't fly a ship, but by golly, give me a plant and I'll make it grow.
Eiler is just looking at the captain like, seriously?
Teslan actually is really excited to talk with Joel, because like similar special interests. Very excited.
And
June is making the face I'm actually making.
Can you describe that face for our podcast audience?
I'm. Oh yes, that's right. I'm kind of just like grinning in a way that expresses disbelief at all of this.
The other human goes, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Cruz, just Cruz. They, them. Would say it's a pleasure to be working with you, but none of this shit's a pleasure, so let's just get the job done, alright?
If you can handle it.
Oh, I'm sure I can.
We'll see.
The captain's like, alright, so you know why you're here? You know what you're doing? June, we might need to get started on that retrofit right away because we're leaving in 4 hours. Grab anybody you need to help. Anybody on the crew, anybody here. Grab them, tell them what to do. You're in charge of that. That's on you. So,
Alright.
get yourself together.
Do we have engineering staff at all?
You have like one or two other people.
Can you? How long would it take to do the retrofits with
Well,
just
first,
the engineering?
To know, you're gonna have to make a roll. This one is gonna be a little bit more difficult. It is going to be we're just gonna say, just because this is just thinking right now, you're not actually doing it, but you're like making a mental list of things you have to do. It is going to be a reason engineering roll.
Reason engineering. Okay.
Yes.
And this is for modifications to the ship.
Yes.
Specifically cosmetic.
Yeah.
Can I use an improvisation focus to add a die because of the
Yes.
how the hell do I hide the weapons?
Yes, you can.
All right. Let me roll. I'm rolling against reason is 10, engineering is 5, so 15
Yeah,
and 3 die, correct?
Or lower. Yes.
For the focus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I got 2 die are successful, which focus doubles them.
So the
I don't
focus, oh shit, I forgot. I don't know. I don't know. The trait is beneficial. Traits, well, no. Improving the odds. Teamwork and assistance. You could have had somebody to assist you, so to give yourself another die, and then your focus does something else. I forgot.
Oh, that's the one that like doubles the successes, isn't it?
Yes, it means
Okay.
that anything you. So normally, if you roll a 1, you get 2 successes. If you use one of your focuses, anything that is 15 or lower is 2 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the regular successes? They're just treated normally?
So yeah, what did you roll on the dice?
I rolled a 2, a 14, and a 17, so 2 successful die.
So
dice.
because you use your improvisational focus, both the 2. We lost Amelie. both the 2 and the 14 are considered 2 successes. So that's 4 successes that you got. Yeah.
Yay.
Emily's back. Yay. And again, this is story focused, not mechanics focused. So yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah, no.
You are going to get 1 momentum because you were trying to get 3 successes and you got 4. So you got 1 momentum that you can use to do things with. And I have my dinner in front of me now. It's very exciting. So you pretty much figure out, you know what you need to do, and you know you are going to need some people with strong arms, backs, legs to do some of this engineering work. It's going to be a little bit less finesse engineering wise, a little bit more lifting heavy things engineering wise. And some people don't have to be skilled at all because you will literally just be like painting with the paint laser thing. So,
right.
Some of it is just going to be kind of rudimentary. You're not going to have to do a lot of big, like, major changes to the warp core or anything. It's just going to be kind of frustratingly heavy things.
Are the people in the engineering staff sufficient, or do I need additional help?
You're going to need additional help because you have 2 other nerds with you in engineering. And they are particularly physically adept. So you're going to have to maybe get Talk and Cruz. I will say Cruz is a pretty big human.
I was going to say, hey, Talk, would you mind doing some heavy lifting for me for a little bit?
I'd be happy to, but I need to speak with my sister first.
That's fine. Also,
very urgent matter.
You, very large crew member, you're going to join the engineering department for a little bit and help me out.
Cruz is like, me?
Yes, you.
I don't know shit about engineering, man.
You're about to learn. You
clear.
basically just lift the things I tell you to lift.
I guess
I just need extra muscle. Don't worry about the technical stuff.
And they're like, I guess I can do that. All right.
Awesome.
But I do need to speak with my sister first. I will be back as soon as I can.
That's fine. Thank you so much.
Tyler, we need to speak in private.
I'm sure there's an abundance of private places on this ship.
There's really not.
Exactly.
I mean, there's like
constant low-key sarcasm.
Yeah.
Come with me. We will go into the bathroom. We must speak.
I'm really looking forward to this.
The literal water closet where it's just like 2 people. It's definitely one of those it's definitely one of those wet showers where it's like the toilet and the shower are there and like all in one room and the sink is like over the toilet kind of thing. Where it's just like you go in there and do all of the things and then leave. Yeah, it's definitely what this bathroom is.
Tyler just stands on the toilet and is like, your hair is in my face either way.
Yeah, my hair's definitely in your face because I got a lot of hair. Isla, there is a problem. This new member, Cruz, has disrespected you. We must fight them.
I was just planning to trip him once we were out of danger. But
no, you must fight them before you go on the mission so that you can establish your dominance. This person has called you small. You are small, but in a disrespectful way. You are small, but you are mighty. You must fight Cruz and show Cruz that you are the dominant member of this team.
Okay.
I believe strongly that you can defeat this person.
Do you have a battle for me?
Of course. We'll have a mechlith.
Well, that works.
Bring my battle with me.
You know, everyone's terrified of a pointy, jagged knife.
I don't think you need it.
Here's the thing.
You are very mighty.
I'm actually... my hands are much better weapons than... Anyway.
Agree.
Look, Talk. I appreciate the hell out of you for this. It's gonna be okay. I don't need to... Look. We've had talks. Bajoran, Klingons, we do things a little differently.
But this human has dishonored you. This is not a Bajoran. This is a human who has looked down upon you and called you weak. You must show that you are strong.
Don't feel dishonored. Okay, breathe. Breathe. Good. Now here's the thing.
I will continue to look upon this person with great scorn.
Oh, I'm fine with that. You should. You absolutely should. I will too. I'm pretty sure he's gonna cry the first time I'm pretty sure they're gonna cry the first time they get hit. But find out.
You don't want to be the one to throw that first hit?
I mean, no. I think it would be a lot more satisfying after the mission.
I respect your judgment as always. I know you will show your strength through your superior leadership.
See, here's the thing. I don't give a shit about that person. So whatever they say doesn't really have any effect on my honor.
If they speak dishonorably of you again, I'm afraid I will not be able to hold back.
That would actually be pretty funny. I'm okay with that.
Okay. This is
Like permission.
This is acceptable. This is acceptable.
Great.
I would not I would not step in without your permission because that could show you as weak if you require me to defend you. But with your permission, I will gladly smack the shit out of this person.
Perfect. I don't need you to do it, but I want you to do it. We're all good.
This is why you are the greatest sister in the universe.
I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Big hugs.
From on top of the toilet, so I'm actually like of a height. Okay, this is better. This is a lot better than usual.
All right, I must go help June. June requires my superior physical fitness.
Great. You're fantastic at that.
It would be unfortunate if I accidentally dropped something onto this Cruz's foot, though. Would it not be unfortunate?
So unfortunate. You know what? I'm just gonna come and like watch and maybe, get a better understanding of how things are laid out in engineering.
Yes, this is a great plan.
All right, get out of the bathroom.
Okay. We go to engineering where we definitely are not up to anything.
Nope. So, June, you kind of pull out all of the, laser wrenches and things that you need, laser painter objects, and you're leading this very ragtag crew of engineers to engineers. You are docked planet side, so you're not, out in you don't have to worry about EV suits or anything like that. You are landed on the planet, so you can just walk and get, ladders and stuff and go on to the ship. So, for moving, who would like to move some heavy stuff off of the ship? At June's direction.
I'm helping.
Okay, so Talk.
I'll help out too, I guess.
Okay, Talk, Cruz, and Eiler. June, with her superior engineering knowledge, has told you... June, you go up there and you actually start loosening some things. So I need you to make just another reason engineering check. It's a very basic check, so you're only gonna need one success.
Okay. Reason engineering. Okay, so that is another 15. Okay. I have one success.
Okay, that's all you needed. So you're up there,
Nice.
and you don't really trust them to do the actual loosening of the right pieces, because they might take up an actual piece of the hull. So you get up there and loosen all the pieces that they need. So Talk, Cruz, and Eiler are just doing the lifting of this stuff, the pieces of bulkhead and extraneous weapons that may or may not have been added, and armor plating. Basically, you're making it look more like the original. So I need who's going to helm this? So this is what I'm going to say, because we're doing just to make it funny. I would like Cruz and Talk, because we've already established that Talk wants to show his superior physical fitness. Talk, make a fitness command roll, and Cruz will make one as well.
Sure. Nice. Did good. Okay. I have one success.
Okay.
One success.
Cruz has 2.
Oh, what? Hold on, that's not good. I don't like that.
So you notice as you're lifting things, Cruz.
If I'm assisted by Eiler, I get to re-roll.
Okay, yeah.
Eiler's definitely cheering for me, at least. Give me a little cheer there, sis.
I will say you
with your knees.
Yeah.
Eiler's over here, and you
I have 2 successes.
the two of you share a look of "we're gonna get this bastard" kind of look, and that spurs talk on. So you can re-roll.
Okay, with that I have 2 successes, so we're at least evenly matched.
I will say though, because his successes were straight up, it takes a little bit of grunting for you to be like that Klingon kind of grunt. You notice with this human is probably lifting more than this human should be able to lift. And they kind of smirk as you grunt. They're just like, lift it up. They're like, you good over there, Grandpa?
I intentionally retch it backwards so it smacks him right in the chest.
Okay. Make a. It's basically attack. Make a fitness security roll.
Yeah, it's an attack. Remember, I've attacked already. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What was that again? It was fitness and what?
Security.
I have just 2 successes, just barely.
All right, sorry. That's daring and security. It's a daring security. Okay.
Oh, even better. Still 2 successes, but even better. Definite successes.
Okay, they had 1 critical fail and 1 critical success. I rolled a 1 and a 20.
Whoa.
So you kind of. So are you trying to what are you trying to do with this piece of bulkhead?
I'm just mad. I'm just trying to knock them. I'm trying to hurt, I'm not trying to super hurt them. I'm just trying to kind of rough them up a little bit. I'm really
it's a non-lethal
impulsive.
Yeah.
I'm not my plan is to break their, whatever. I'm just I'm mad at you already. Now I'm definitely mad at you for fucking with me. So I'm just
As you kind of push into their chest with the bulkhead, they kind of stagger back a little bit, and they push right back into you. Mm-hmm. And so you guys are basically playing tug of war with a piece of bulkhead. Because you both got 2 6. Yeah, so you guys are just kind of June, you notice this, of them standing on top of your ship, playing tug of war with a piece of bulkhead.
Hey, you 2 assholes, cut it out! Stop fucking with my ship and get the goddamn job done!
What's wrong, baby? Is it too heavy for you? Do you need to nurse off your breast of the mother that bore you?
They just kind of.
Eiler went from rooting to just pinching the bridge of her nose, this is what this is gonna be.
Cruz looks at you and they're like, let's just listen to the engineer and get this done. You and I can tussle later.
June is very small, but she has a daring of 12. She will not take shit from anyone.
Yeah. So Cruz kind of recognizes.
We must complete our task. I apologize, June. This baby human was having difficulty with the task.
Okay, you can deal with the baby human when y'all get done.
So, with bulkhead tug of war being put on hold for the minute, we're going to go back to Tesla and Core and Jal, because you guys are not helping with the stuff. And Jal kind of comes in.
We know better.
Yeah. Jal kind of comes in and is like, hi, I just wanted to, again, introduce myself. I'm Imran Jal. Nice to meet you. think that's her name.
I'm Teslin Kaur, and I am very excited to work with you. And I actually here. I have come up with a list of things that we're going to need to look for at the location already.
Uh-oh, who did we lose this time? Oh, we lost Janaya. Okay, here she comes. So I need you to make a reason medicine roll. And you can use any of your can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, we lost Janaya. Okay, so make a reason medicine roll, and you can use any of your focuses to make it where you can get the successes and stuff, or any focuses, traits, any of that stuff.
Yeah, definitely using my knowledge of guerrilla warfare.
Okay.
Like,
I will say, Imran will help you because they have a particular focus in virology.
Hey!
Yeah. So,
Cool, so I don't have to use my focus in virology.
Yeah. So they will help you. So I believe you get to roll an extra die. Let's just make it that because that makes my life easier. So you get to roll an extra d20.
Cool. I got one success.
Okay. So you guys start talking, and the list that you're coming up with, both of you, the list that you're coming up with, because you grew up on Trill, which is a Federation planet, and it is a very well-off planet, and then you were in Starfleet.
Actually, oh, sorry. I did not grow up on Trill. I grew up on a colony that it's an old established colony, and so I grew up around other Trill and also Vulcan.
Okay, so but the colony that you were on, it had all of the things.
It was a Federation colony.
Yeah, you had it all. You were on some frontier colony, so it had all of the things that you needed. And then going from there into Starfleet, you're making this list from kind of the perspective of somebody who's always been able to get penicillin when penicillin was necessary. From somebody, you're basically making this list from somebody who's always had insurance. You know, somebody who's
absolutely.
always been able to go. And Joel kind of looks at the list and goes, "Are these things that all Federation outposts have? This seems
they should."
Huh. Wow.
And I start thinking about I start thinking about what I had access to on when I had my family as in my previous life, and I was like, oh, mate, what do you suggest?
Well, I mean, I've never. If you think these things are going to be there, then, I mean, that would be great. That would be fantastic. All of these supplies and hyposprays and all the medicine that we might need. Wow.
Look, if the hypospray is not, if there's not hyposprays in there, then this shipment was never a medical shipment.
I guess I'm just
saying.
Used to making do with things I can boil and mash together to make a tea or a salve or something. No, this list looks great.
Hey, look. Yeah, I get that, we may not be able to grab many, if any, of the anabolic protoplacers, but those are going to be essential for stitching up some of the more major wounds that can happen out here before, if all they have is hypospray and one of these protoplacers, then you can get a lot through. But that's going to be, I think, what's that Earth saying? The gold at the end of the rainbow? Is that how it's said? I don't know.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. I trust your list. You're the doctor. Hopefully this is all there. That would be great.
Hey, what's going on?
It's just, I'm not used to... If I'd been able to have access to this stuff back on Bajor, a lot less people would be dead. And, it would have been nice.
I get that. But we're here now.
Yeah.
We're here now, and what we can do is now.
Yeah, it's just gonna...
And so...
All right, I trust you. This list looks great. All right. Hopefully they can get us in without any problems. Are you good with the phaser? Because I'm not. That was not what I was trained to do. I'm kind of worried about that part. Yeah.
I mean, I'm decent with a phaser, and anyone who goes through Starfleet has to go through some phaser to training.
Okay. So I might.
But we'll have people covering us.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. I'm gonna go mist my plants, and yeah, I'm gonna. If you need.
Hey.
Yeah.
I know that the bunks are rather compact. If you want to keep some of the plants in the med bay, that would be really cool. Like having access to anything. Like if we run out of hypospray, we could definitely use some of
and you
whatever
see his eyes kind of like
plants.
get really bright. And he's like, that would actually be really great because we could like. That's what I do. I don't know if you knew that, but that's what I do. Is I'm not really a doctor like you are, medical doctor. I'm more of a scientist. I study plants and their medicinal uses, and crossbreeding them and making sure that we can get them on places that need to be because some of these plants have different growing. You don't care about that. Some places, some need a lot of water, and some need a lot of light, and some need. But
how do you think we come up with the medicines that we need?
Right. But, so I'm trying, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing my research on, actually, is growing things that might need, things that would grow really well on Vulcan and how to grow them in space, and things that would grow really well on Bajor, and they have different growing seasons and growing times, and trying to make them work. And so I don't want to take over your whole med bay, but just tell me how much room I have, and I can make you a great, and we can also, I don't know, I can put some actual herbs in here to make the food taste better.
That would be wonderful. Look, I've set up the med bay the way that I think I need it. Just if there's an empty spot on top of something, if it can move, don't move it, because I like having things where I know where they're going to be. But if there's an empty spot, go ahead and put your stuff there.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back. Thanks for that. That's...
Wait. Are they labeled?
Yes, of course.
Perfect.
What would I do without my labels, right? I mean, I gotta know what's what for my research. I gotta keep notes.
Absolutely.
So, I'll bring stuff in here, and, yeah, I'm kind of scared, not gonna lie. I've never done anything like this before, but, I'm glad to be doing some good again. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back in a few hours. Sure, yeah. And he just kind of scuttles off back to get his plants. He's a plant man. Back to the folks who are working on the ship's cosmetic appearance. You guys have about an hour left, and you've more or less made this look like an older, because it is an older Federation ship, so you've more or less just made it look like an older Federation ship that hasn't been updated in a while, because it's got like scratches and dings and stuff like that, so as opposed to, that's what you've got going on. And June, you kind of look at it and go, nah, good enough. Like, that's...
It'll do.
Yeah, it'll do. Cruz comes up to you, talk, and kind of looks at you up and down and just kind of goes, so, you look like you could handle a tussle. Just letting you know. Anytime you want to go, I'll find some space. We can let out a little rage.
I would hate to be responsible for the death of a crew member.
That's funny, man. That's a good one. You're a funny dude. You're a funny dude.
It's true.
All right.
However, I must warn you, if I catch you disrespecting my sister again, I will end you.
Your sister? I don't see any other Klingons on this ship.
My sister is not Klingon. She's Bajoran, and she will be commanding you in the mission. And if you disrespect her, yes, that's my sister.
Sure. Okay. Look.
She can handle herself. She does not need me to defend her. However, it goes against my honor to not defend the honor of my family. And so if you disrespect her again, she will end you, and I will laugh with great mirth.
Okay. This is going to be an interesting mission. And, goes back into the ship. Is, done with this. You see Thetis come out, and Thetis is like, hi, everyone. Are we almost ready? It's about time for takeoff. Anybody need to do anything else at the outpost before we head out? One more. You got an hour. If anybody needs to go pick up anything, make sure you've got all your stuff on board, and it's going to be time to take off. She's told this to all of the crew. So anybody on board, if you need to go back out, and basically if you need to go, if there's anything you need to go pick up, go do it real quick before you guys take off for your first mission as a full crew. Anybody need to go get anything, or?
Eiler would check the armaments and just make sure that there is at least a phaser for everyone.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Phaser.
There are multiple different types of phasers. There's some disruptor pistols. It's very much catch as catch can. Some Bajoran style stuff. There's Federation standard stuff. There's stuff that's straight up just Andorian. There's some Cardassian stuff aboard. There's some Klingon stuff, which you're pretty sure brought on board. So there's a Romulan disruptor pistol. How they got that, you don't know, but they have it. So
yeah, as long as there are enough working things that shoot lasers, she's satisfied.
Yeah. I mean, the crew, the number of people on this ship for this mission are going to be 18 people. It's not, yeah.
Yeah, real quick. So we've made modifications to the engines, correct?
Yes.
I would like to, I guess, check whatever to see if there's anything about the engine modifications we've made that will make our drive signature appear abnormal to the Federation. Like, they will know that we're not Federation right away, kind of abnormal.
Okay. Make a insight engineering roll.
Insight engineering.
And you can
okay.
use any of your focuses you might
I'm
have.
gonna use my. I've got a bunch of applicable focuses.
Okay.
I'll use impulse drive technology. Sure.
Gotcha.
Okay. Insight
So roll
is
10.
10.
So roll 2d20s, and then
Yeah, I've got
a target of 15.
Cool. So anything that's a 15 or lower, that you will be cleared as 2 successes.
I've got 2 successful die, so 4 successes.
Okay, so you're gonna get another momentum. June's racking up the momentum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because of the way that you have improved these engines, you're not using anything other than the Federation standard dilithium. So because you're not using anything other than the Federation standard dilithium,